Okay, think I'm streaming. What's going on Twitch? Just gotta wait a minute or two, see if YouTube is working or not. It'd be nice to be live on YouTube. We're streaming on YouTube as well. That is good. Yo, it is the 10th episode of the demo drop. 10! That's really sick. Really sick. Especially as this year I haven't been rushing them out. I want to do one a month. I was going to play the first tune off the Lakeway album, because I always feel bad for the first person who has their tune played. What's going on, Depro? We have people in the building. Depro? Tell me how I should pronounce your name. As I say here, a variety of things. Face fuchsia, tongue poking out. Yes. What's going on, Soltra? We had a good show last time, didn't we, Soltra? What's going on, Fallen States? Wicked. Okay, we've got quite a few people on. And this is a nice intro tune for the demo drop. What's going on, Firework Factory? Yes, Hash. Yes, Bling. Go on. Okay. Right, cool. So, in the 22 seconds that is left of this tune, I need to get the first tune of the demo drop ready. All right, okay, cool. I hope everybody is having a lovely Tuesday. I have to remember what day it was then. There we go. That's a lovely little teaser from the Lakeway album, out on the 20th of March. Loads and loads of bits of that are flying around at the moment. Quite a lot of DJs have got the promo. It's had loads of support. It's been on Six Music and stuff. But that's enough self-promotion for one more thing. I want to know how all of you are doing. Yes, Ivy. Yes, what is going on, Deer Hill? Yeah, it's really cool. Right, D-Pro9. I have been saying it right then. Okay, cool. So this is the very first tune. I've got 22 tunes to play. 22. And my family aren't around, so I don't have to rush off for tea, even though I am hungry because my family aren't around, so I haven't been feeding myself particularly well. So I'm hungry, but I'm hungry for new music, more importantly. So, oh shit, okay, right, slight change. I thought this was going to be Iltech the Cutter, but it's not. It's Newton. This is called Bass Level. I need to change this then. Right, okay. So Newton. Please bear with me while we listen to this. Actually, bear with me while I react to the drop. Oh my word. Wow. Okay, let's go. Yeah, you've made me jealous, Bleen. I quite fancy a Domino's too. I already got a lasagna out of the freezer. Oh yes. Right, I'll take my glasses off for a minute because they're steaming up. It's a bit hot in here. This is heavy. So this is Newton, and he's just released the track with us on free download. Journey Through Hell, alongside Replete, who's a regular on this show. And I was going to play this after a Replete tune, but here we go. We're going to roll with my chaotic spreadsheet. Okay, this is really crisp. I got a whole bunch of sets that I'm playing in Brighton this weekend, a couple of back-to-backs that I'm filming, and then one in Volks. This will go down a treat in pretty much every set and every variation of thing that I'm doing. So yeah, Newton's from Portsmouth. He's resident with a night called On a Mission, and his track is all the way down here on my spreadsheet, and I want to kind of change that around because it's going to make life a lot easier for me. Are we going to get some tasty variation on the second drop? There we go, some music.
Switch.
I know what. Excuse me while I put my admin here. Oh no, is it not working now? That's right.
switch.
Really be more organised. I'm very sorry. I hope you're enjoying this tune. This is wicked. Let me get my second tune out. Iltek the cutter. So obviously I have to put that in the right place. So let's loads of stuff. So if you're watching, big up Iltek. He literally sent me over about 5 demos. I'm going to go for the most recent one. What a wicked way to start the show there. Nice bit of heavy, crisp, rasping dance floor. Trying to pick tunes that I have which it would go with. Right, it's one of those tunes which just fits under everything. Go on, I can see Single Action is here as well. What is going on? Right, okay. Oh, instant follow. Right, I am going to put up Newton's SoundCloud in the chat in one moment. First of all, though, we are going to go to Iltek the Cutter. He's from America. We played a tune of his last time. And now this is another demo that he sent me. And it is called... I have no idea. Rave, I think. I'm going to have to put my glasses back on. This will get smoother. That's just called Rave. Or MD11, but I think that's just some reference. Look at these trippy sounds. Let me know if you can hear it, okay? Let me know if you can hear me. Listening back to the last show, I think, yep, I will put the SoundCloud link over. Thanks for the reminder. Listening back to the last show, I think it was a little bit noisy over the tunes. So if you're not hearing the tunes nice and crisp and clear... Ooh, hello. Okay, it's quite sludgy, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, that's great to know. Thank you, Ivy. Yeah, this is a chugger. Those bits are the bits I like. Yeah, really interesting, trippy noises here. My mic is a little loud. Okay, cool. I will turn that down just a tiny touch. It's so sensitive, this little box here. So let me know if that's okay. Very swampy. You're right, Hash.
Do you know where
right,
your
so
teenagers are? This could be the night your child ventures into a secretive and potentially dangerous world. The world of the rave.
I would like to think when my kids reach teenage age that I will know when they're at a rave, and they might even be in a rave with me. We're saying muddy, we're saying swampy, and I said muddy or sludgy at the start. I think there is a little bit of EQing that could be done here. I wanted to cut through a tiny little bit more, but in terms of the flow and the arrangement, this is smooth. Hello, Dr. Apollo. How you doing? Cool. So quite a lot of people. Let me just have a little look. Brilliant. Got at least 16 of you over the 2 channels. I know that's not massive numbers in the streaming world, but it's massive numbers for me. And one more thing on the demo drop. So thank you very much. Right, so I've given you Newton's SoundCloud. Let me give you Iltek the Cutter. I got him here as well. So I think it's just Iltek, actually. I do apologise, Iltek. The Cutter is his surname. Right. Yep, feeling that. I do feel that it could be just crisped up a little bit. I really like those type of deflating sounds on the fill. Right, nice. Okay, so we are on to Shift now. Shift with bombs. Now, if I am correct, Shift corrected me. Last time I played something, I think I accused him of being from the UK, which is an awful accusation to make. But he's from America, which is also an awful accusation to make in a moment, really. Either way, oh God, the title of the track is pretty apt, really, considering the state of tension in the world at the moment. This is called Bombs, but it's like an anachronism, so it's B-O-M-B-S. I'm sure you all know how to spell bombs. This is Shift. He's from America. Let's go. Ooh. Even though it says dubstep here on my screen, I wasn't expecting a different tempo. Cool. Let me just double check that I've got that detail right about shift. Yes, he's from the USA. So sending out love. Quite a few of you from the USA in the chat. Ooh, funky. Yes. Yeah, sending out massive love to all stateside people. People in Germany as well. People all over, really. We're doomed. So let's get down with some brilliant music before we go. Yeah. Love the space around this, love that guitar sound.
See, I'm back on my bullshit.
Ho, 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 ho. Just when you think James Brown can't be sampled again, like, bam.
Back on my bullshit. Bullshit.
Yeah. Oh, this is great. Right. Let me give you a SoundCloud. Everybody needs to follow Shift. This is top notch.
Back on my bullshit. Back on my
Yeah, this is what we needed. Have I given you everybody's SoundCloud link so far? Please do follow everybody. Hey, what's going on, Dan? Soul Crew in the house. Yeah. No, I definitely hear you there, Ivy. This is a fresh take. This is really, really, really nice. This is... Can I download it? I need this for the weekend. Yes, I can. Nice. There's some really interesting looking stuff, actually. Quite a few flips, quite a few mixes and stuff like that on Shift SoundCloud. So definitely, please do give him a follow. Oh, wow. Yeah. This sounds like it's ready to go. This definitely sounds like I would play it. Let's see what happens on the second drop. Little double strum. Oh yeah, shiny. This is great. Yeah. Ivy saying this producer is dangerous. So are you, my friend. So are you. Everybody who submits stuff. Yeah. Wow. I think we've got a bit of a favourite already. Brilliant. Let me get myself lined up for the next one now. Oh, it's T-Cut. Great. Brilliant. Not what you'd expect either from a track called Bombs. Ah, cool. Right, okay, there's a little tag on this. I thought the sample was saying on my pussy, but so it's on my bullshit. It kind of makes sense. This is nothing bullshitty about this at all. Like, it's going straight on the USB. Lovely, absolutely lovely. Big up the Shift, and now straight on to the next track. This is T-Cut. It is known to me. Pedals a lot of that kind of contemporary rave stuff, which I really, really enjoy. So let me give you his SoundCloud. UK based. I'm almost entirely concerned. Yes, it is. It says UK. Right on his SoundCloud.
I just wanna bathe in it. I just wanna take you in.
Oh no. I know this vocal.
I just wanna bathe in it.
And I've signed a tune with this vocal on. Ah.
Can we just stay right here? Oh baby, I hold you there.
Damn you, Splice. I bet this is Splice. It is a good vocal.
I just wanna take you in.
Kind of reminds me a bit of Radiohead. Really obvious reference.
Hold you there. I just wanna bathe in it. I just wanna take you in.
Interested to see where this is going to go.
Can we just stay right here? Oh baby, I hold you there.
Okay. What? I mean, I'm asking for some information here, so I'm going to pull that back a bit. Does it need more of a drum roll? Does it need more of a build-up or something like that? Kind of just dropped, almost kind of like apologetically, just like, I think if something's going to drop and it's going to kick into the next chapter, it doesn't need to have drama or that impact, but you need something to snap it in. It's feedback that I give quite a lot of people when I'm signing music and when I'm giving feedback. But I don't know if this is enough of a boom. Yeah. Does that need an extra 16 or something, like a bit of a build-up or a pause or a silence or something? Or am I being fussy? Answers on a postcard or preferably in the chat. Okay, cool. Yeah, it could be something as simple as a riser or something. This is super spacey though. Yeah. Yeah, just like another little element or something to indicate a switch. Yeah. But maybe it's just one of those tunes where the drop, it doesn't want the drop to be an obvious thing, because the drop, having a drop is a kind of obvious thing. Really interesting vocal. I wonder who's behind it. A frequency flex. I like that. I'm all about the frequency flexes. Super cosmic, super dreamy. I associate Teacup with more of a kind of junglier hardcore sound. And this literally came in like about 2 hours after the last demo dropped, so he's been waiting really patiently for me to check this out. How's everybody feeling about the monthly kind of scheduling? It's a lot easier for me to commit to once a month doing this. And I think the quality of the tunes is better. It gives a chance for people to get more stuff in. And I'll go for longer as well. Slightly less shows, more music. I'm really intrigued by this vocal now and who's done it. It's called I Just. Oh, sorry, Jan. Yeah, T-Cut, not Teacup. Although that would be a cool name for an artist as well. I'm sure there's a pun to be made about saucy or saucer beats. I don't know. Maybe saucering. Like I said, my family's away, so literally you guys are the first people I've opened my mouth to or spoken to at all today. Besides a very brief call with Lakeway. Right, okay, yeah, that was wicked. Thank you very much, T-Cut. I hope you're all giving him a follow. And now, right, on somebody else. Now, this is somebody, they're called Infinite Music 10. And they sent me a demo. Now, I don't know if this is for demo drop or if it's like a demo for the label. I'm trying to find his name. Here we go. So the dude is called Infinite Music 10. That's a SoundCloud. Oh, okay. That's interesting. There's a lot of muddiness. I think there needs more production, because that's all a bit of a swampy kind of mess. But I really like what's going on there. Kind of from the same school as like Neo Signal, Noi, Divided, stuff like that. snares are very nice and tight. I like rattly kind of marching band rolls. Got no idea where this is going, which is really exciting. So this is a guy, 17. He's from London, but currently based in Tbilisi, is it, in Georgia? I think, or Tbilisi, is the T silent? Excuse my poor geography. But yeah, it's called Infinite Music 10. This is really interesting. So Hash is liking the light and the dark, contrast. Jan is feeling the very, very slight Apex twin voice. Yeah, with those humanized elements, definitely. Like window licker. Bad businessman. What's going on, bad businessman? Do I know you under any other name? Really like those drums. I have no idea if we're at the end of the tune or halfway through. Oh, it is. It's one of those ones with a kind of breakdowny ending. Cool. Very, very interesting. Infinite Music. I'm going to give you a follow there. Lots of interesting ideas and stuff. I'd be really, really interested to hear more. Right, okay, so we've got something from one of you guys now. I know Fallen State, you're in the chat. Followed by Firework Factory as well. So those are the next two tunes coming up. This track is called Lost. Here we go. And let me bring up the SoundCloud. So Fallen State's been on this show a few times now. So here we go. Yeah, you're right, Fallen State. Definitely got a Bunshin, a Manu kind of vibe. Ah, Shift. Go on. So have you literally just come on because we just played your tune and absolutely fucking loved it? Ah, you did hear that? Or have you just come on? Do you know what, right? It was... Oh, no, I'm not going to start a culture now. If you hang around to the end, we might play it at the end. But I don't know. She's got 22 tunes to go for. Let's see how we're all doing. This is nice. Gonna just take that back because I chatted over that and it kind of took me by surprise there. This is an emotional one. There's quite a lot of subtlety there. I really like those pads. Yeah. Very nice and breezy. There's a kind of poignancy to this. It's deep, but there's an urgency there as well, isn't there? I'll tell you a label that's really good for kind of just tracks like this is Focus. The Dutch label. Kind of got to sift through a lot of releases that they put out. But this type of kind of vibe. Also, what's it called? Oh man, it's got Golden in the title. Mr. Porter's label, a Mic Kiss. Cannot remember. Getting Wilkinson vibes, yeah. Wilkinson when he's not going obvious and like big chart hit type of drum and bass. Gold Fat, thank you. Note to self, prepare yourself for talking if you haven't talked all day before doing a massive stream. Like my brain's about 5 minutes behind my mouth, and my mouth is about 20 years behind my life. This is really beautiful. So where's this vocal from then, Fallen State, being this kind of vocals a little bit on my mind? feeling this. When I turn my volume down or up, does that change things here, or is it literally in my ears? No, it changes things for you as well. So I need to use that volume there. It's a really nice kind of counter melody just lulling away in the background there as well, like another little kind of arpeggio. Yeah, lovely for changing the mood or setting the mood. Nice. I'd say that's one of my favourite things you've sent over so far, Joe. I would say maybe think about kind of cutting that down just a tiny bit, just because of the standard length of tunes at the moment. But no, I think that's it. You know, that has got a great purpose to it, a great mood, a great vibe. You could see where that would fit in. You can see it's not trying to grab too much attention or be too over the top or anything like that. It's a groove, it's a vibe, and it's really important to have music that does that and doesn't go over the top in that way. So I think we're gonna go, I think this should be a really nice kind of musical segue now, from that deeper vibe to something which has got a depth to it as well. I can't actually remember because it was the other tune of yours, Fireworks Factory, that I played more of, but here we go. This is Can't Stand the Rain. As someone from Wales, I tolerate the rain. Liking this intro. Right, cool feedback there from Ivy. So this is Fireworks Factory. He was on the last show as well and won a competition with us at the end of last year and had a mix and an interview with us, and will be playing with us at Big Love Festival. So we bring up the SoundCloud if you're not following already.
I can't stand it.
Yes! Oi! Right, okay, I know this one. I think there was a tiny cheeky little James Brown sample in that, wasn't there? Just on the film. So here we go. Yeah. I really like this. I suspect... I think it might be James Brown. It's great though, but it's this bit that's coming up which I really like. Yeah, that bit. I think that's what, is that probably you on vocals, Max? It sounds great. Hey, Dysfunction's in the chat. What's going on? Mr. Sojourner as well. This is amazing. Loads of you are here. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Yeah. What is the name of that sound? That bit there. It's kind of like almost like a kind of a grimy type sound, or sounds that are used in grime, not actually grimy. Is there a particular name for that synth?
I can't stand it.
Oh. There's a very old school kind of jump up kind of vibe to this. Like, well, when I say old school, I mean like 10 years old or something like that. Lots of emphasis on that bottom end, loads of squelch. What's the sound? I'll point it out now. It's the boop boop boop. It's kind of like a grime sound. Now it's not going to turn up now. No, it's not coming on again. I'm gonna have to find it. Yeah. Same. Sorry, nobody knows when I say that, but I think it's quite obvious. How can you get your bits on the demo drop? Right, you can send your demos too. So I'm going to take us back. So I want to point out that sound. But it's getting back to Glenn here. You can send your demos to demos@one-more-thing.co.uk. I'll tell you what, like if you send over something to that email address before I finish the show, I'll squeeze it in right at the end. But if not, then definitely send one over. I'm going to do these monthly. Maybe like 3 weekly or something. So the sound that I was talking about is, I reckon if we go from here, actually I know it was on the intro, so the booding. You used to hear a lot in dubstep as well. The reason why I ask is because Lakeway has that sound in his album quite a lot as well, and it's kind of a sound that's associated with instrumental grime. And it'd be nice to know exactly what that type of synth is, that sound, if it's got a name or anything. So now on something, like a pluck. No, I don't know if it's a pluck. It's that boom, that bit. The boom boom. Is it right? A square wavy lead. I could be square wave actually. Right. I don't want to get bogged down into technicals though. So let's go. Right. This is Monstrum. Now I've listened to this very briefly on my headphones, but it had either a different drop or a different intro. Because Sonic sends me a lot of stuff, and I do try and keep my reactions fresh to this. So I have heard a tiny bit of this, but I know that he's given it a complete once over since I've heard it again. So yeah, Sonic's a regular of the show. I think out of the 10 shows that you've done, about 7, maybe 8 he's been on, and an EP of his is coming out in the next couple of months. I'm going to be dropping various tunes of his at Volks on Friday. Keep your eyes on the social for that.
Silence. No fire, no war, just a sudden eerie stillness, as if the earth itself had exhaled its last breath. The sky turned black, the oceans stilled, and those of us who remained stumbled through the ruins, whispering theories of gods or invaders who had come and gone, leaving us
very
behind
pendulum-y,
like discarded
isn't it?
remnants of a forgotten experiment.
Very bleak
But as
too.
I stood among the wreckage, staring into the abyss of a hollowed-out city, a shiver ran through me.
I wonder what this is
The
from.
shadows moved, not with the wind, but with intent. They never left. They had only been waiting. Now it begins.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yep. So lots of comparisons and references to Pendulum and a lovely fuck off from Hash. Brilliant. Okay. Guaranteed to get lots of reactions, Sonic tunes, every time we do one. Oh, right. Okay. A bit of variation. Nice bit of chug. This is great. This is ready to go, I think. Sonic, are you here? We did speak earlier. I've been starting the streams a bit earlier. Wow. I think when he was on it, it was like 7 o'clock, so I don't know if he's coming back from work or not, but you can always check this later. So hello, future Sonic. Everybody's feeling this. What's going to happen on the second drop?
Ready to tear it from our world. This time, we fight back.
Oh, I really like that. I tell you what I would do, just as a DJ. So I'd loop the shit out of that for about a minute or two and have another tune playing for ages, and then when you've all forgotten about this, unleash this one again. It's not Delta Heavy. Who are the other guys? DC Breaks. This is kind of a DC Breaks. Okay, so what's the feedback here? After hearing the low end roll on the Vox sample pre-drop, I would say maybe proceeding high pass. It's just like, right, okay. It is very, very loud. This is great though, it's kind of got that. Ooh, okay. Melty intro as well, but the kind of the chug of Nero from like maybe 10 years ago or something like that, but with kind of a lot of the more kind of jump uppy, I guess, elements and stuff like that. It's interesting because this morning I had to get up really, really early and do a radio show with the Upbeats for Vision tomorrow. I had to get up really, really early, so early I went back to bed for a couple of hours. But that reminded me of them as well, like maybe turn up the thrash factor a little bit on it, just for a little bit of kind of variation or unpredictability, but that pumps, you could hear that coming through nicely. Right, okay, on to another regular who I've signed music from as well. This is Deer Hill. So I got a real soft spot for Jan's music. Jan's in the chat as well, so I'm really excited by this. Not heard this yet. And I know it's non-drum and bass, which is nice to break up the drum and bass a little bit. Yeah. Oh wow! Started off as a homage to Closer by 9 Inch Nails. Wow. I do love 9 Inch Nails. Oh wow. You are very, very, very good at creating dramatic, really compelling, like, musical universes, Jan, which properly sucked me in. Yep, Hash is a sucker too. Oh, I really like this. Great, some really lovely feedback from everybody. And I gotta say, as always, you are the best and most responsive and engaged communities that I've developed with any project from One More Thing. Consistent. Yeah, I'm feeling Komodo energy from this as well, Dysfunction. So thank you very much, all of you, for being part of this, contributing, commenting. Yeah. I actually started, right, so hang on, I don't think, have I been putting in people's SoundClouds? I don't think I have, you know. So obviously, here's Deer Hill. I really want to start a mix with this. My last mix also started with a Deer Hill tune. Oh no, I did give you sonnets as well. Yes! Rave stabs! This is a real trip. And Jan, this would fit in with the other EP that we're talking about. So I don't know if you want to include it or if this is just something completely separate, lives in its own world and stuff. This has got real feeling. I don't think I've given you the title. What I need is one of those little things that I've seen on somebody else's demo drop and somebody else's streams in general. Like if I got over the top now playing, I'm pretty sure that's quite easy to sort out and remedy, so I will. Next demo drop. There'll be a little bit more decoration around. Yeah. Not on a John B level or anything, like. want to share something with you. Kind of tiny bit of self-promotion, I guess. But it starts with a Deer Hill tune. And it's not one that we played on the demo drop. So that's my latest mix. I asked my friend Kafika to read some poetry on the intro and the outro and give me some little things. Well, the problem is with a green screen, thank you Hash, is that I'm in the attic. So actually my mum made this background behind that. If I take away the background, oh my god, like people would report me for being a hoarder and possibly having like, I don't know, too much shit in my house. Like behind that black curtain is just chaos and mess. But yeah, I don't like, I need a new space completely, really. That is fucking stunning. Yeah, Deer Hill, like everything you sent me, Jan, has just been brilliant. It's on that tip. I often refer it to like Stefan Bodzin on a kind of techno tip, obviously kind of Daft Punk and stuff like that. Just fantastical music. If I didn't know you, then I would say this is French music, and I couldn't give you a higher compliment, to be honest. So if you want to know more from Deer Hill, the intro tune on my mix starts with that, but obviously don't listen to that. Just save that for later. Save that for when you haven't got a demo drop to sit and listen to. And now, cool, right, somebody else who is in the chat right this minute. It's Hash. What's going on, Hash? This is brilliant. A very regular on this show. So here we go. This is called The Rapture. And let me pull out a little social link. I think it's your Instagram, isn't it? So I'm looking forward to meeting you in Brighton this weekend, Hash. There we go. Let me just share this. Like this intro. We're getting orchestral here, aren't we? Turn that up a little bit. Are you actually from Brighton already? Do you live in Brighton, Hash? Or, yeah, where are you from? Where are you travelling from? Are you down the whole weekend as well? Oh, right, okay, Milton Keynes, cool. This is gonna go. Oh! Lovely! Wow. Okay, I want to hear this maxed up. It feels a little thin. Like here. Like this is beautiful, this is dramatic, this is crisp. So here, let's go back again. Because it's quite a quiet intro. I want all this to come in like, max it. Like, I want those pianos to just like literally poke the eyes right into the back of my head, and so they meet the ears like right in the middle of my brain. This is like, I think if you had that extra welly on that, this would be an end of mix, like type of vibe. I really like real pianos. It's probably not, it's probably a sample, it's probably from Splice or something like that, but so many pianos sound thin and weird, this doesn't. I think this whole thing needs boosting, like looking at the waveform. It's not a sample, it's real piano. Oh, yeah. Lovely little sinister bass line creeping in there. Oh, right, okay. It sounds great. Are you musically trained? Do you have that kind of knowledge, or is it all kind of experimentation? Like most producers. This is the best thing you've sent me so far, and it feels the most accomplished. I bet you, I'm pretty sure you would have sent this to Sonnet. I bet he's into this. I would quite like to hear a vocal. Dysfunction, I got one from you, like literally coming up. the next track, actually. So thanks for telling me. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think you need a vocal on this, or it has the space and has potential. I really love the instrumental. I think quite often vocals are unnecessary and I don't like them. It's not often that I suggest having a vocal, but you could hear how a vocal would counterpoint the pianos and stuff. Right, true to form, Dysfunction. I have picked the other tune, so let me. It's a bit of race against time now. Right, I've got your demos, Glenn. So there's going to be 23 tunes on this show now. Dysfunction. Yeah. So have you done something else to these pianos, like affected them a little bit because they sound a tiny bit more triumphant? Or is it just a complete cut and paste of the original pianos? It is a key switch, right. Yeah. I think you've got the basis of a fucking huge tune here, to be honest. I'm trying to think of a wicked vocalist. We want someone really urgent. I think a male or female voice. And even maybe an MC in there as well. Like, this is epic. Lovely. Wow, that was fantastic. Thank you very much, Hash. So yeah, I reckon a vocalist on that max up those pianos a tiny bit. Right, so we've got Dysfunction. Dysfunction's also in the chat. How are you doing? Right, so it's called Iron Sides. I know why I picked the other tune because it had an amusing title, but I was intrigued by this as well. So I kind of like TV detectives. Way better than I like normal detectives. Obviously Ironside in his wheelchair. Bad man. Oh, okay. Dysfunction is a regular on this show. You are already, if you're a regular listener, you'll already be familiar with their styles. Really, really varied producer, really exciting, and an absolute badass DJ. Okay. Yeah. Oh, it's like the sonic equivalent of someone telling you off. But Dysfunction is not amused. This is heavy. Brilliant. Oh, yeah. I wanted to share something else. Maybe it's not here. I wanted to share Dysfunctions. Ah, there we go, there we go. How you doing, Dank? Yeah, this is great. So there, I've just shared Dysfunction's mix for One More Thing, which we ran 10 months ago. Was it really that long? April last year? Wow. Yeah. Oi. Oh man. Right, hold on. Pull that back. Right, everything's sitting in the right place here. This is great. Yeah. Hash is getting hot under the collar. Yeah. That's got some fucking Bad Company 2002 Inside the Machine type of energy. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna download this. Can I? No. Kai, if you're happy with me playing this out, I would love a copy of this. I played a back-to-back with DJ Hybrid and a back-to-back with Energy from Overview. Recording some like back-to-backs for a little series thing that I've got. And with either of those people, I would like to pull this on them. Kind of feel like I already know the tune. This is great. And was the influence the wheelchair-bound detective from old school American US telly, or is there another terminology of Ironside? Lovely little switch as well. Oh. This is great. Yeah, whenever you can send over a copy of this. I would love to have this in my sets. I thought it was going to finish then. Kai, you are amazing. That was fucking wicked. We've had some bangers already. Now we're going to change the tracks completely. Dan is in the chat, I believe. Dan from Soul Crew. So they are regulars on the show. I think this might be the third tune that we're playing of theirs, maybe the fourth. I can check. Right, here we go. Massive switch to the vibes, but I like that too. So let me just give you their SoundCloud. And then I'm going to share a mix of theirs as well. This is featuring Devin Braxton on vocals.
I'm better run for it comes and gets me. Feel the claws in my back, yeah, they're tightly gripping. Feel my feet on the ground, but I can't even see the wall. Darkness around me, it feels so empty. Telling lies in my ears and it sounds so tempting. Made it all the way up to the top, I don't wanna fall.
It's an American R&B singer, wow. I was waiting for a lull in the vocal so I could say stuff because I didn't want to crash it. Devin Braxton, so should we know about Devin Braxton? And you'll have to excuse my ignorance. There we go. Right, okay. There we go. Let me just share Devin's social as well.
Gets me through the claws in my back, yeah, they're tightly gripping. Feel my feet on the ground, but I can't even see the wall. Darkness around me, it feels so empty. Telling lies in my ears and it sounds so tempting. Made it all the way up to the top, I don't wanna fall. I'll keep on fighting to the end, take it to new heights, to you ain't never know when I'm hands on my neck, tryna can't catch a
I
break.
find that hard. I don't want to crash over the vocal too much. I'm really listening to the vocal.
Patience to wait. Empty void, got my soul here to take.
You do love your vocals, don't you?
I'll wait back to you, my peace of mind. Give me strength, can you give me a sign?
Wow. Right. So there we go. Before that drop kicks in, I just want to say, because I feel bad just chatting over massive vocals like that, this feels incredibly well produced. That last little section there, I mean, this is drum and bass for daytime radio, but made from the heart as well. Like, sometimes you hear tracks that are made for radio or made for that kind of more mainstream play, which are made just for the numbers. Having spoken to you guys and knowing you a little bit, I run your mix recently and stuff, and knowing your relationship with music and vocals and stuff, I know that you're making this because this is the sound that you love. The clues in the title, Soul Crew. It's a humongous vocal on that. I think this is the best tune of yours that I've heard so far in the way that it feels finished. And I just wanted to point out that Soul Crew are one of the acts who've had music signed off the back of being on the demo drop. So this is how the system works. There's been 2 Grand Theft Audio releases, which kind of came about as a result of the connection through James from Solar, the label bosses, being on the show, and one of the tunes being played that he actually fed back on. So it's kind of proof that the system works really with demo drop. Not that there is much of a system, but yeah, I just wanted to pause that instead of chatting over the vocal, and I'm going to let the tune go again. But huge love to Soul Crew.
Keep on fighting to the end till I'm on beat up. Tickets in the lights till you can't see us. You ain't never know when I've had enough from the final way.
Yeah, and I think that's a really good point.
Trying to keep me down.
Singers who don't usually do drum and bass,
Even when you think I'm about
I think that's so important, just to keep variation, and then you've got your own signature then as well. We do get the usual suspects on a lot of tunes, and while that's quite nice, it does mean that there's a lack of individuality sometimes. Wow. Have you sent that to a label like Viper or maybe even Grand Theft Audio? I'm trying to think of other kind of big vocally kind of labels which might be interested in that. But you could imagine that, you know, like on daytime radio, there was kind of rudimental vibe as well because of the horns as well. It's been quite a horny show, really, hasn't it? So now on to Heathen, a regular on this show, a semi-regular. Sent and rejected by most labels. Ah, man. I think labels are getting sent so much stuff. This is a really nice segue from the last track, from the Soul Crew track. So this is Heathen, UK, no words. He sent me some bootlegs as well along with this, but I do try to avoid the bootlegs on this show. I do try and avoid bootlegs full stop. I do really like them. And in fact, I got sidetracked when I was going through your SoundCloud dysfunction, Kai, because I saw you reposted a Cotton Eye Joe bootleg. But that's for later. That's for Dave who's had his tea and just pissing about on the computer. This is really nice. Right, let me share Heathen's socials. I think it's really interesting at the moment, you know, like trying to think of labels that might sign stuff. So many labels have either got a really defined sound or a defined roster of artists. Cursed donk. Brilliant. I love those two words together. This sounds really similar to a Heathen tune that we played before, I think. He actually called me up. Really nice to chat to him. He made tunes and had quite a big label about 20 years ago. He's kind of come back into things. And there's that kind of rudimentary vibe. Again, I don't think I've ever said this twice in one demo drop, but again, I think this could do with like a really gutsy Rag and Bone Man kind of style vocal. Yeah, it is dreamy. I would say that this needs like beefing, maxing, widening. It feels quite thin. And I think that might have been the feedback that I gave before, actually. So it's called No Words. Have I shared? Yeah, I have shared. I haven't. I tell you what, I haven't shared yet, though. And that is Soul Crew's mix that they did for One More Thing. So please check that out, and that comes with an interview. I got Soul Crew on the website to highlight the demo drop, really, and the fact that tunes are signed off the demo drop. And I'm interested to hear in any connections that are made through this show, offline, collaborations, tune swapping and stuff like that. Because I really love the idea of creating something that brings people together and creates other things that happen, which creates other stuff, which inspires other stuff to make other stuff. That's how it works. Or how I wish it worked in the world. How it can work. How it should work. Yeah, this is a real end of night type of thing. It kind of feels like a drum and bass backing track for a film at the moment. Like this would be in the background of a program or a film or something like that. Ah, you've met friends through this stream. Brilliant. That's amazing. And likewise, I've made connections through this stream as well and signed some amazing music. Oh, great. Right, Soltra, are you still with us? Let's get that queued up. I think the drums need to be maxed up. I want to hear this beefier, wider. I do really, really like. There was Notorious B.I.G. bootleg that came in the little email with this tune. So I know that we have played one or two bootlegs. I mean, it's hard to give constructive feedback on a bootleg because a lot of the elements you're using are produced by you, and there's already connotations of the original, especially if you know the original and stuff like that. So all about the original material, and it doesn't get much more original than Soltra, who again, like off the back of the last demo drop, his tune, I flagged it up to Gifter, who runs Phase, because I knew that it'd be a sound that fits this Scattermal brand that she's kind of building. Scatty and minimal, obviously, and just tear your face off tunes, melt your brains tunes. And I knew she'd be interested, and yeah, it looks like something cool might be happening there. And then also, I believe, did I see a Patreon message from you as well, Soltra, that A.M.C. has played your music. Now, I don't think that's a result of the demo drop, although Alex and I do know each other. I don't think he's paying attention to this, and if you somehow are A.M.C., what's going on? But I don't think this show is on his radar. So he must have sent it to him, or somebody else must have sent it to him, but it's fucking wicked that A.M.C. is playing your music. So, but right now, it's not about A.M.C., it's about Soltra and the demo drop, the double D. This is called Severed. A.M.C. saw my post that I'd made on Instagram and got in touch with you. Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay. I didn't even know he was following me anymore. People lurk, don't they? I'm not sure I'm following him anymore, to be honest. That's brilliant. Oh yeah. Cantankerous. Oh man. I'm downloading this fucker. Wow, there's nothing on your SoundCloud. Was there nothing on your SoundCloud before? Everybody follow him. Give him so many followers that he's going to have to put some tunes on his SoundCloud. Yeah, there's appreciation for this. I will never tire of seeing the word fuck off in a chat like that. Actually, good. Like, it's good to not boast everything and anything, and it's clearly working. How you're doing this is clearly working. I'm like, A.M.C. responded to a message, responded to a post of mine and got in touch with me. That's fucking awesome. There's no way I could trace shit like that. Ooh. I want to hear more and more from you, Soltra. Like, Fallen States just said you got this style on lock, and I think you have. The last track was amazing. It doesn't seem to work on my controller. I think it's because it might be an 8 file, or it might be a 24-bit WAV. But I haven't been able to mix. No, it really sounds clean on these. If there's anything I can do to help out with the clarity, I hope this is all coming through. Really feeling there's like a trancey element in a lot of music at the moment. In that mix of mine that I shared earlier, like there's a huge trancey element. The world needs euphoric music right now, but also angry music as well. Angry euphoria. I'm so fucking happy. Yeah. Just tidying up my browser windows because I've got so many of them open. And I don't want to cause a meltdown on my computer. Yeah. Loads of great feedback here, like Angry Euphoria. That is a mission statement and a half, isn't it? Cool. I really like the feedback here as well. And yeah, I mean, Kai Dysfunction has got it perfectly here. Incredible tune, sort of right in the interplay of Neuro, jump up and minimal sounds. Yeah, definitely in that kind of maximal way. Like there's lots going on in there right to the end. There wasn't a moment there where I thought, I want to turn this down or I want to move on or anything like that. And sometimes you do get that with music that's made to be mixed. Yeah, Soltra, it's amazing to be amplifying your sounds to more ears and stuff in a moment, and I'm so happy that A.M.C. is playing your stuff. So that's amazing. Right, okay, so now we've got something from Sharpson. I've been pretty brutal on Sharpson on the previous ones with the vocals. It was the vocals that I was never happy on. This is with Lost Soldier now, so let's see how this goes. This Fire Happy Run, and I've got a little bit of a plug that a project that me and Sharpson are both involved in, which launches on Monday. And let's listen to this first. And let me share his SoundCloud too.
We raise raise the heater, we make the people high like sativa. Raise up the sound system in every speaker. We raise the heater, we make the people high like sativa. We come fi bust up the sub and the speaker. Melt everything down, no ice, no heater. Rhythm and repeater, rhythm and repeater. We come fi bust up the sub and the speaker. See them gal over there, them na know we. And when we broke up everything, them a fi know we. See them gal over there, them na know we. And when we broke up everything, them a fi know we. Fire upon the roof, everything a fi burn down. Make on with the big bad sound in big town. Fire upon the roof, everything a fi burn down. Make on.
I wanted to kick off now.
Step on the mic, yeah, fire a fi run. Fire a fi run, yeah, fire a fi run. Step on the mic, yeah, fire a fi run. Fire.
There we go. So I don't crash the vocal, and we'll play it back again. Does there need to be a 16 or a 32 there of instrumental before the vocal kicks in to let the groove kind of sing a little bit, to let something hit your face? That vocal is quite relentless. It's coming through. It's my favourite vocal I've heard so far from Sharpson. But does it need to be broken out a little bit? Do we need to hear a bit more instrumental?
Fire fi run, fire fi run, fire fi run, run, fire fi run, fire fi run, run.
Yeah.
Fire fi fire fi fire fi fire.
That bit's nice.
Fire fi run, fire fi run.
And that could be used really nicely on the build-up, like kind of manipulating and glitching up that vocal.
We make the people high like sativa. Raise up the sound system in every speaker. We raise the heater. We make the people high like sativa. We come fi.
What you could imagine is this at a festival.
Melt everything down, no ice, no.
Sorry, didn't mean to do that. We've lost Soldier on the mic, like fierce vocal.
See them gal over there, them na know we. And when we broke up everything, them a fi know we. See them gal over there, them na know we. And when we broke up everything, them a fi know we. Fire upon the roof, everything a fi burn down. Make on with the big bad sound in big town. Fire upon the roof, everything a fi burn down. Make on with the shops and sound in big town. Step on the mic, yeah, fire a fi run.
Yeah. I mean, this has got all the right elements in it, but yeah, there's definitely. I mean, it's only 2 minutes 56, so I think you could add another 30 seconds here really easily. Yeah, the vocals are really gutsy. I think it needs to be a little bit spaced out. Yeah. It's really nice when I see all of you lot saying the same things that are coming into my head, because you lot are actually making the music and know stuff technically. But yeah, I think like what Max Fireworks Factory is saying, you know, kind of introducing the drop, then bringing the vocal back in works. Deep-Pro saying it needs a little tweaking. And Shift as well. But I think, yeah, Sharpson, that's the best thing that you sent over on a drum and bass tip. I love your breaks and stuff like that. Chocky Bicky Records is his label, and I'm going to put this here. Right, if you're in London, and it's a 3-week course that we are all part of. I did the first course, which is on this Monday. Sharpson does the second one, and then Faded Society does the third one. It's all about marketing and like self-promotion and PR. My thing is about how press works and the history of the press and stuff like that. It obviously does cost a bit of money, and I'm not in here to sell anything or anything like that. I get paid anyway, but we have been asked to push it a little bit, and this seems like a perfect opportunity because I am playing Sharpson's music and we're both doing the same course. So there's a link there if you're interested. If not for this time, then we'll be doing it again, and it's kind of a regular thing every couple of months. Right, now on to another regular of the show. We've got Replete. He of Shoe Lady fame, and also now Journey Through Hell, the free download that came out, which I'll put in here just in case you haven't got it. So this one's called Sony. Wow. No messing around on that intro there, just straight in with the arpeggio. It's a really interesting course, I will say, Joe, like, because you've got Faded Society. I'll get back to that comment. More apocalyptic vibes here. 100 shoe ladies all at your door throwing clogs at you. Just love a bit of drama, does Replete. Wow. Blimey. It does feel a little bit kind of oozy, like it's kind of sprawling out over where it should be. Maybe it needs a tiny bit of taming, but maybe not, maybe not. Wow. No, I think you're right there. And then have the pads come in here, like almost strip back the instrumentation and have like a full kind of a more orchestral bit here. Hash wants the headbutt stuff, brilliant. Just in case you're not following him yet, here's Replete. And I'm also... So that's Replete SoundCloud. And here are his free downloads. Oh, yeah. I like this. Some really cool feedback here from lots of different people. Yeah, Fireworks Factory, you're right, like it is complex. And I think everything that Replete has sent over has had that kind of maximal, right on the edge kind of dynamic. But being as I've been chatting with the upbeats kind of late last night, early this morning, and that thrashy kind of like, yeah, just almost like punky kind of sound. I think there's definitely a space for that, and it needs to be in the music, otherwise everything is too clean and too polished. But yeah, whoa, hang on a minute. That's another the tune's called Total Slag. I think that's in his demo folder. I don't know, I can't remember. I don't think I played that one. Just because the title's a tiny bit offensive there. Not so much offensive, just baity. Right, here we go. We've got Loz Young, who is... He made his debut on the last demo drop. And he is a supporter on Patreon as well, which is awesome. And any of you that can support on Patreon as well, if you're able to, it would be amazing if you did. But here we go. This is called Fan of Filth, and then in brackets, High Speed Particles. So I'm not too sure if that's just like an extra bit of title or a variation on the title, but it makes me excited. Let's hear what this does. I've not heard this. Ah, cool. It's not drum and bass. I wasn't too sure. I remember the last one wasn't drum and bass. Interesting vocal kind of textures. Ah, Sojourner. Okay, right. We've got 2 more demos now to be putting on. So we've had Who is it? Glenn, who came into chat earlier. So that takes us up to 24. Ooh. God, it takes a minute. It's quite jarring going from like full-on maximal replete to something a bit cooler. Cooler as in vibe-wise. I'm not saying that this is a cooler genre than drum and bass, although drum and bass definitely isn't cool at the moment. Not that I listen to anything because it's cool or not. In fact, I've been playing more drum and bass than I've been playing of anything else since everybody's come out and started hating it, and since a lot of crappy records seem to be around. The good ones are really standing out. So here we go, this is Loz. I'm following you back as well. There we go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So I think we need more kind of production oomph on this. We need more of a slap, like, but I like that little thing on the film. Yeah, that's cool. I need this to be punchier, thicker, wider. Let's turn it up a little bit for everybody. Don't know if that's making any difference. Yeah, only slightly louder. I think this is, I don't know, it might be a pre-master or something like that. I turned it up on here on my OBS. This is nice and warped. I think it needs more elements. Like maybe more percussion over the top. I like these trippy elements. So Loz is a fellow Welsh person, and he actually came to me, he was introduced to me by Mr. Formula, who is an amazing dual language rapper and beatboxer. Got a podcast with him actually. Let's see if I can fish that out. I don't know if any of these links that I ever share end up going anywhere, but while we're listening to music, it's always nice to share other bits. Yeah, I think this is very much a demo rather than ready to go. I want to hear more warped stuff. I want to hear it louder. So there we go, that's my podcast with Mr. Formula. Also on Spotify. I seem to be plugging a hell of a lot of my own shit on this show. Coming up, a 10-minute TED Talk on the NoDave branded Marmite. Got something really interesting to play next as well. I like it when a known producer responds to my request. And that's what we've got coming up now. Yeah, I think for this, I want it wider. I know the vibe they're going for, that kind of Lot 49, Meet Katie, Dylan Rhymes kind of vibe, which was massive about 15 years ago. Tech Funk it was called. Hey, Loz, you're here. Go on. Go on. Hello, Zane as well. Wow, that's cool, Loz. I didn't know you were in the chat there. You were up at 6 o'clock working on it before work. Wow. No, that's great. There we are. Right, and now, who is aware of the cantankerous sounds of Lemmy Dubs? Not Lemmy from Motorhead. That would be weird because he is no longer with us. This is Lemmy Dubs. I think it's the first time I've actually spoken with him. Like, we've been friends on Facebook and all of that type of stuff. But he's responded. This is called Large Scale Aggressor. So I'm really liking the sound of that already. Here we go. Oh, wow, cool. What's it like listening to the demo drop while walking around Aldi? Been feeling that angry euphoria. Straight to the middle ale. Aisle? See what type of random crap they're selling this week. Yeah, reading this already. On the apocalyptic shit. Where's this gonna go?
Large scale aggressor.
Oh! Oh! That's grotty. What does it say here? Wow. Okay. This definitely fits that kind of scattermall type of vibe, right? This is very well tamed. It's like an American bully, isn't it? On a lead, though, like it could pounce at any moment. You gotta hold it back. Yeah. Ash is scared. And Loz, I'm really glad that we've helped you get through Aldi. That's brilliant. Attracting people's sounds to A.M.C. and getting people through Aldi. That type of shit makes me feel like I'm actually doing something good and worthwhile here. Yeah, I can see why Single Action is into this. This is kind of in a similar vibe. Cheese and rice. Don't make me hungry. I'm already hungry. Don't make me hungrier. So where are we next? Right, okay, we've got one. Ooh. Do you know what I thought he was going to do for a second there? Yeah. Oh, no. Oh. Didn't mean to do that. This bit. Thought he was going to go into like a forbidden society. Pulled it back too far. 1 minute. That little bit, I thought it was going to go into some 4/4, like a kind of, oh my word, man, my actual brain is just completely empty. Sleep net. I thought it was going to go into a kind of sleep net techno-y vibe for a minute there, and could do quite easily for a 16 or 32. A nice bit of cowbells buried deep in there. Everything is in the right place. So yeah, it says here that Lemmy Dubs has been involved in music since he was 11. Nice. Hey, Symbol's here, go on. Wow. Oh man. Slight touch of frog in there as well. I can see it's going to end really abruptly. There we have it. Lemmy Dubs making his debut on the demo drop. That was absolutely disgusting. That was twisted. Loads of different lines and elements and ideas in there. Yeah, I have no doubt that that's going to get signed probably by a kind of grid label or something like that. That's fantastic. Yeah, and do follow Lemmy if you're not already. Okay, so now we've got Strafe. I think he's from Melbourne. Big up Strafe, because I think I did see an email from you saying that you were going to get up at 5 in the morning. to check in with the show, because obviously the other side of the world. But I quite like the symmetry of that, because I was up that time this morning to do the radio with the upbeats. Although it wasn't yesterday and it wasn't today. It was kind of like an in-between little island of time. Wow. So this is Strafe. Anyway, let's stop talking for a minute. Majestic opening. Wow. This is an intro and a half. Back on those kind of trippy vibes. So Strafe first came to my attention doing Vision Radio, actually, when Villain did a takeover. Yeah, I was expecting it to go into like a real kind of clean and dreamy, euphoric type of thing. Now we've got the two worlds coming together, that kind of beautiful intro and the grotty groove. Just filling in my spreadsheet with the two late demos, Sojourner and Glenn Sheardrop. You're both in. That's the second time in a row why I thought that the kick-in was going to go into 4/4. I like that though, because I was expecting something and it didn't go that way. So that's the second time this track has done that, actually. Yeah, this is great. Really kind of mangled, but again, under control. Like, hey, Sonnet's here. We played your tune, we loved your tune. I wondered if you got caught working. It's quite disarming. Like having it on the headphones. It's very, very woozy. I would imagine, I'm not a producer, but it's quite hard to have all these elements all in place. When you've got such crisp synthy bits and such a weird kind of twisted bass line. Really like that. I'd probably loop that end bit and have something really nice and trancey coming underneath. Really feeling trance music at the moment, or trance elements, not so much trance music, because I've always found that a little bit cheesy. I definitely don't find this man cheesy. A very, very regular of the show. I don't think he's missed one. Are you in the chat? It's Damage Man. Choice of tunes. This is the one that I'm going to go for, just in case. There you go, SoundCloud. It's called Asteroid Belt. Master of minimal, like with a Damage Man track, there's never any kind of unnecessary elements. Hey, Super Metroid final boss fight scene. Downloaded this one. This is definitely going on the USB. I've said it twice on this show. I think I probably could have played quite a few Damage Man tracks. Well, it'd be nice maybe like some A.M.C bars here or something. I don't think I've ever heard the vocal on a Damage Man track. Tom, correct me if I'm wrong. Snare fizz. Okay, so I know the word snare very well, and I know the word fizz incredibly well because I describe myself as fizzy. Snare fizz, I've never seen those two words together. Quite like it. But what do you mean by snare fizz? Is like just the way that it's kind of buzzing?
Welcome to the asteroid belt.
Where's where the sample comes from? Nice to have a little bit of variation here. I think quite a lot. I'm looking at the waveform and stuff. I don't think there's any kind of variation from the first time this shot.
Welcome to the asteroid belt.
I dare say most people who play these type of tunes and are mixing them in the style of the time, I've only played the first 32 and have already gone on to the next track anyway. It'd be nice to hear some variation and maybe like, yeah, there's maybe some vocals. This episode of Demo Drop has been sponsored by the Vocal Council. And generally, I don't really like vocals very much, so I'm going to stop that there because that's done what it needs to do, and I don't think we're going to hear anything new on that. We're going to go on to Rolling Resistance, and then we've got 3 more tunes. We've got 4 more tunes left, including this one. Rolling Resistance, again, he's actually a supporter on Patreon too. And an awesome dude. He's been a regular on the show. I don't think Rolling Resistance is in the chat. Let's share his SoundCloud. Yeah, that's got some old school vibes to it. That kind of melty chord transition. Where's this gonna go? Have we got a track list for the stream? Yes, there will be. On the description of the YouTube, There normally is, because this is just streaming directly onto YouTube, which is really handy. And then after I've had some food, I normally update it then with the track list and with everybody's SoundCloud and what have you. Or SoundCloud or Instagram and stuff. This is lovely indeed. You can imagine like Seba on this kind of tip. I would quite like to hear a little bit more percussion or another drum line or something else to fill that kind of middle band. We've got these lovely dreamy pads. A lovely, lovely piece of deep drum and bass. What do I need more of on this? I think just some more percussion or thicker drums. Is there enough sub in this? There's something that it feels like it's missing something. I'm not too sure what that is. The vocal needs to kind of come a little bit more into the center. This is cowbells. As I said that, it sounded more like I was saying, like, I don't know, a teacher's name or something. Yes, Mrs. Cowbells. I got my homework view. Yeah. I'm loving everything pretty much. I think the level of quality that we've had has been beautiful and always is. But I think especially these last couple of shows. As a regular cohort, to use an overused phrase at the moment, of you all tuning in and all sending stuff. And I think that level of quality is really kind of coming across, that consistency. So thank you all for sending music and feeding back. And it's really cool now that we've got something from Koon and then the 2 demos that have come in while this show has been going on. So we'll probably be wrapped up by about 8 o'clock. That's pretty cool. It's really cool. Super lovely and deep. That felt like an album track or a kind of seaside, like, you know, like not as in the beach seaside, but a B seaside type of thing. Tunes like that we don't hear as often because everybody's making big bangers for the dance and stuff, and albums aren't quite as rife. But that's a track that you'd lose yourself in on the headphones, maybe having a smoke at home, chilling out, or doing whatever you need to chill out. But that's the type of deep drum and bass that I would be loving in that type of mindset. And it's great to hear, and it's great to see Rolling Resistance contributing. So now another regular. Now this is Koon. It's like K-U-N-E, but the U is a V. I think he's from Austria. I can't remember. I don't know why I'm saying Austria. I'm just pretty sure he is. Anyway, sorry, I'm not following you, Koon. Here we are. And here we go. Ah, right, shift. So I do the show live every time, the same time live. It is normally about 6 in the evening. Any later and it kind of gets in the way of my family stuff and eating. Oh. So I was getting sidetracked thinking about food there, so we need to pull that back. Let's go back. And this track is called Hong Dong, which makes me chuckle. back too far, didn't I? Here we go, though. Yeah. Earlier on, when I was talking about kind of drops and making their entrance or making themselves known, that was a great example, really. A bit of space, an interesting sample, like you know that there's, right, open the door and we're running in type of vibe. Yeah. So I think, when was the last time I played a Coon track on here? Demo drop 8. Yeah. I can feel that those subs are in place really nicely here. So he's got an interesting description on his SoundCloud. DJ and producer who was carried away by dark and deep sounds with a forceful productions inherited from a darkest mind. Hope you're okay. You know all about the dark minds. Have I shared this SoundCloud? Probably. Yeah, this is super clean. Had a really nice balance of like deep stuff and heavy stuff on this month's show. I really like those pads. Feels like they've been it's like what a vocal stab that's been pull stretched. A kind of heavenly, slow kind of mutation. Nice little second drop. This is great. Is it downloadable? Yes, of course it is. Yeah, great to see some nice reactions to this as well. So big up Sojourner. You're going to be the last tune, Sojourner. And Glenn as well. Actually, I got a little choice for everybody. This is great. That's Kuhn. I think he's from Austria. I'm gonna level with you, Kuhn. I'm not too sure about your name because there is another translation of that word which ain't nice at all and doesn't feel right to say. I know that Kuhns are cats as well. I felt weird saying it on Vision Radio as well, and I've introduced it a few times. I always feel really awkward saying it, so I am going to say some feedback on your name. I don't think it's the best name, but I think that's a fucking wicked track. And when we're talking about names, Hong Dong is a fucking awesome title for a tune. Big up all the Hong Dongs. Right, so now we got a choice. Speaking of titles, we've got right, Glenn, who came into chat earlier, still here now. He sent me 2 tracks. One is called Wavy Baby, and the other one is called Deep Gurn, and his artist name is Sheer Drop. So Wavy Baby or Deep Gurn, I literally could go either way on that, either way. So the first person to come up with an answer here with the name, and you are going to have to be quicker, otherwise I'm going to go on Wavy Baby because that's what my cursor is pointing at. No, you're too late and I'm too impatient, unless the stream has stopped or something. Right, here we go. This is Wavy Baby. So obviously on the next one, then we will do Deep Gurn. Wow, okay. Right, we just started straight off. Let me turn this up. Oh, I know. Right.
So we're getting wavy. The vibes are crazy.
No, I played the other one. I'm sorry, Glenn. So here we go. There's this is Glenn. This is Sheer Drop. SoundCloud. There you go. Give me a follow.
So we getting wavy. The vibes are crazy. The vibe.
So is this actually coming out? Oh, we might have to go on to Deep Gurn then. If this is already coming out, because I do try and just play demos on this, or otherwise I don't think it's really fair. If I was doing a radio show, I'd play fucking anything, but this really is a demo drop. So if that's coming out on Royal Bass, I am, and you've asked me to play Deep Gurn rather than the other one. So here we go. This is Deep Gurn. And actually, I'm liking the sound of this more. This is a better intro. Oof. Yeah, these drums. So August, this is the penultimate tune. I'm just going to pause this for a second and say those drums remind me very much of Heist and of Leaf. I was playing a lot of kind of grid tunes earlier on when I was having a mix, and those are the type of drums like really, really crunchy in the mix. I like that.
I'm a mess.
Okay, I like that vocal. Sounds to everyone who's messy. Oh no, don't say sorry, Glenn. I think you're new on this show. I much prefer this one to the other one. This is great. Yeah. Yeah. There's love for the drums here. Lots of love for the drums. They really do crunch, like. There's a rawness to this. You've got about 5 or 6 different bass lines happening here, haven't you? At different points. This moany one though. Ooh. It's quite reminiscent of like early 2000s Bristol drum and bass, like Clips' early stuff, Hazard's early stuff, not that he's from Bristol, but that kind of rough around the edges. Also kind of like Ram Trilogy, like some of those bass lines just like molten lava. And I think we need more cantankerous shit like this, just to stir up the angry euphoria. This is great. Have you had much stuff out? Oh, I see. Are you on 24 Carat as well there? Oh, you do Twitch stuff, do you, Sheardrop? Cool. Gotta say, big up the Twitch community. I wish I did more stuff on Twitch, but time, projects, tension levels. This is great. Spaced out. Yeah. I'm speaking to Danny Styles very soon. There will be a big interview with him in the next couple of weeks. Ivy, I need to get back to your email as well. Yeah. Just proper, straight up, just grunty, cunty drum and bass, just like there. Which is the type of drum and bass that I really fell in love with. Unapologetic, not polished, bit edgy. I really like that vocal sample and the way that you've kind of twisted that up as well. It makes sense, like in terms of the actual kind of story of the track and everything. Yeah. Yeah, and that kind of lion roar or tiger kind of roar type of bass. Wait, what's going on? That, if you want to hear any more of that, is on Sheer Drops SoundCloud. So big up Glenn, like I think you're brand new on the stream and stuff like that, so thank you for sending stuff in and asking whether you could send in demos. Like, that's how flexible we can be. But we are on the very last tune now, unless someone magically sends in another demo in the next minute or two. But I very much doubt it. So this is, it would be nice though, isn't it? Because we're taking up to 25, and 25 is a better number than 24. I don't know, 24 is all right. 24 was a cool program. 24 is fine. Right, this is Sojourner, and the track is called More Motion. I think, Sojourner, you've been on the chat, but we've missed getting demos from you, I think, if I'm right. Maybe you've been on it before. I like this. It's those kind of melty type of synth vibes. Of course, 24 carat, 24 is nice, like, it's more divisible. I started my full-time job as a full-time music journalist at 25. As I say, at 24. 24 was a fucking banging year though, right? Not 2024. Last year was alright. Okay, so Right, the drums need fattening up. But these synths, these melty, Detroity kind of woo, this is wicked. Yeah. All these trippy little elements. No, you've never sent anything. Okay. I think you've been on the chat before. I hope you sent in more stuff. This is great, but I would say, yeah, these drums, maybe something more in the bass, but those wavy, bendy kind of synths are amazing. Yeah. Very spaced out. This is great. Not everything needs to be condensed and compact down and layered. But I do think the drums need to, for this to be DJable, for this, it's already listenable, it's already whisking me away. In a way that your name suggests, and the trippy elements on this. Unless I'm misreading your name completely wrong. But a sojourn is a trip, right? Nice polite way of telling someone that you're going to be out of action for the next 12 hours. I'm sojourning. I'll tell you what, and I'm thinking of a particular Crust tune. Oh. It's like one of his albums, hold on. Some spoken word over this might be really cool. I'm going to say Coded Motion. Oh. the spoken word is really famous as well. It's coded language. No, not coded motion. Coded language. Coded language, I think. This is great. This is whatever you do to this when you update it and however you develop it, keep this. Yeah, like these are really early essential type of like reference point sounds which bring together the sounds of Detroit, London, Berlin. I've got no idea what it's called, but it's classy. What a lovely way to end the show as well. Nice and subtle. Kind of started off a little bit messy. I wasn't as organised as I thought I was. My glasses were steaming up. Should have gone for a walk before I started to do this, but I needed to clear my head. It's been lovely numbers by the looks of things, like on both Twitch and on YouTube, so that's amazing. Like lovely numbers in comparison to, you know, the previous shows and stuff. It would always be nice to have more people, so please, you know, the system works. A.M.C is picking up tunes from my posts, and right, they're thin on purpose. Right, okay, now I've got that. I think a bit more welly in there, or maybe more, if they're thin, have them all chopped up and kind of a bit like breakcore-y or A.M.C. But again, that might be a bit of more of a cliche. And actually, really busy drums like that could take away the attention from that kind of just free-flowing, like it's a stream, like a running stream of synth, like taking me downhill. And this could be my favourite ever finale track. It feels nice to talk out and say, yo, thank you to everybody. As always, if you can support on Patreon, that would do me a fucking solid. Or if anything, or if anybody needs any words written or anything like that, like man needs to do some freelance. But yeah, this is working. I'm really loving the demo drop. I'm really loving chatting to all of you. Probably every 3 weeks, every 4 weeks. That's 24 tunes we've listened to, all of them brand new and fresh, and probably the first time, and most people have heard of them, which is great. Follow everybody, support as and when you can, share this, and yeah, thank you all so much for getting involved, and big up everybody. I will see you all really, really soon. I'll update the track list on the YouTube in the next hour or two. So thank you everybody for watching, and stay tuned. Thank you.